YouTube, what's going on? Jamar here, Vegas Sense. Got another video that I'm gonna do real quick here, and this one is going to be another one from the House of Alexandria Fragrances, and I have here Citron Del Mar. Okay, so I don't have a full bottle of this, but with my last purchase from Alexandria Fragrances, I was really curious to know, what this really smelled like, and to see, I guess if it really smelled like my Ed Hardy's Love and Luck, which, from what I understood, was a fragrance that smelled kind of like Millesime Imperial. And from just looking at other reviews on YouTube, kind of feels like people made that fragrance out to be a little bit closer than what it actually is. And although I still have yet to actually smell Millesime Imperial, just smelling this and me smelling the original, version of Creed Aventus, and then also Green Irish Tweed, this is leading me to believe that this smells probably identical to the actual Millesime Imperial. When you first spray this, and I'll go ahead and do it right now. Well, it looks like most of that missed actually. So when you first spray this, you get a fruitiness, but at the same time, you get like this blast of like sea salt. And the sea salt is really apparent. Like, you can really smell the sea salt, I would say, just smelling it off of the atomizer. That's for the most part what you get when you smell this. Again, with just like, a Creed, or just like with any other Alexandria fragrance that's emulating, or, that's inspired by a Creed, it comes off extremely natural smelling. There's no, alcoholic opening or anything like that, no harshness. It's just smooth, it's crisp, it's clean, and it's natural smelling, okay? So the fruity notes, I would say, they start to more so come in a little bit after the sea salt. I feel like when you first spray this on, the sea salt is mainly the first thing that you get, and it kind of threw me off because I don't get any sea salt really at all from the Ed Hardy's Love and Luck. This to me is a lot more heavier on the musk. That's mainly what I get with this. It's just musk and citrus pretty much. And again, this does have like an alcohol type smell to it when you spray it. Okay. But yeah, now I'm starting to get the fruitiness coming in, like the citruses, and it just smells, it smells sort of aquatic, but I don't know, it's really hard to explain because it doesn't smell like your average like aquatic type scent, especially with it having like the salty, kind of sea salt air or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, there's just like this saltiness to it, and it smells very just kind of calming, I would say, and just really refreshing, and just overall it smells really good. It really does. Now, when I compare it to, and I did spray something on that one. When I compare it to the Ed Hardy Love and Luck, when you first spray Ed Hardy Love and Luck, you get nothing but alcohol pretty much. And the alcohol is still there. When you first spray Ed Hardy Love and Luck, you get nothing but alcohol pretty much. And the alcohol is still there. 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 And the alcohol is still Alcohol is still kind of there. Now, I get a bit, and I mean, you really have to dig deep into this one. I do get just a tiny bit of the saltiness that I get in the Citron Del Mar in the Ed Hardy's Love and Luck, but it's just barely there. But I do smell it at least. But just in the air, I feel like that's not really the vibe that you get from this fragrance. So with this one, now that it started to calm down a little bit, when I compare it to the Citron Del Mar, they do smell a bit similar. Okay, so they do smell similar, but the Citron Del Mar is actually a bit fruitier, and it's still holding on to, I would say, some of the saltiness that it has. See, this is definitely still salty. It has musk. I definitely smell musk in this, but it's not as heavy on the musk as the Ed Hardy's Love and Luck is. Now, also, the Citron Del Mar is noticeably stronger, I would say, than the Love and Luck. And I mean, I sprayed the Citron Del Mar a few minutes before I sprayed the Love and Luck. And the Love and Luck is already, it's starting to lose its strength already. The Citron Del Mar is still in the process of developing. So it's definitely starting to get a little bit more watery and more fruity. And I even smell some of the woody notes in this as well. But it's just overall, it's just a much smoother, way more natural smelling scent. And for sure, I'm gonna get a full bottle of it. I don't know what exactly my next purchase from Alexandria will be, but it'll either be Citron Del Mar or 1981X. But yeah, this is a fragrance that I definitely see myself wearing a lot of, especially in the summertime, for sure. Because this is really good stuff. Haven't really had a chance to wear it here lately, only because, you know, like for instance today it was under 50 degrees. So I mean, we'll have to deal with that here in Las Vegas for probably the next 3 weeks or so, 2 to 3 weeks, and then it should start warming up. So I'll start getting into scents like my Crystal Peak, this scent as well. Because I mean, I want to say this is probably about 4 to 5 mils or so. So I'll start getting into it for sure. Okay. So that's just my take on Citron Del Mar. I would say if you like sort of like salty aquatic type scents, this one is probably one of the best scents that you can get that have that characteristic for sure. This is really good stuff. And just from looking at other women's reactions to this particular scent, you know, that I've seen on different, you know, YouTube videos, women love this stuff. They love it. They love this, and they love Silver Mountain Water. So definitely go and pick this up from the Alexandria Fragrances website. I would say this is absolutely blind buy worthy, especially if you don't have like a nice summer scent to wear. This one is good. And because it's an Alexandria fragrance and it's the parfum extract or extrait, whatever you want to call it, it's gonna last. You know, I don't know if you can see it on this card here, but you can see like this is still oily, hasn't dried completely down yet. This pretty much, which was the Love and Luck, is pretty much dry. Okay. So that's one way I can kind of tell how long a fragrance is gonna last, is how long it takes for it to like evaporate and dry up. All right. So again, that is Citron Del Mar from Alexandria Fragrances. Jamar again here, Vegas Scents. I'll see y'all in the next video.